Took me a second to pop in. Hello, how is everybody? How are you all today? Hopefully having a good day. Sorry to take a drink. We are back. We are in Pokemon. Let's see. I kind of forgot what we were doing. Did I ever get the snow thing? No. We did not. I think we were working on evolving, finishing Dexes, hoping that the frickin' space rift opens or whatever. Something like that. Also finishing Onyx. Oh, that's what we were doing. Yep. I got it. I understand. We were trying to get a steel coat so we can make Steelix. While I wait for the dang weather to change. Ah! I'm gonna go to base camp and try and get the timer to reset. Most illuminating. Well, yeah, how's everybody today? Hopefully having a good day. I am having a great day. Got something in the mail. I don't think I'm going to use it on our build stream tomorrow. I got some other things that I'm gonna build. But it will be in the future. So that cabinet is the last one we need. Very frigid. And we don't have enough work. It is unfortunately... Oh, that's not where we're going. Trying to get the weather to change to sunny, so... We're gonna go here. We're gonna leave that where it is. And we're going to keep going back and forth and hoping that the coastline is not in a storm. Or covered in clouds. You know what I know? Never rains here. Let me try. I'm going to go into my house. Take a nap. Like to rest until morning, then we can go out and begin looking. I was tempted actually to start stream early tomorrow, but I decided not to. Figure I'll stay the extra long build. I might, all depending, I might end up streaming Legos on Monday. I'll have to let you know. Otherwise, we're just gonna be fighting monsters again. There we go. I don't know if it's harsh sunlight or not. I'm hoping for normal sunlight. We are back. Sun's coming up. I think I'm gonna go around collecting stuff. And waiting to see if a storm shows up. Tangela is unimpressed. Tangela's like, I'm a plant. I don't care about whatever it is you're complaining about. I kind of wish there was a way you could influence the storms a little. This is murder having to wait for it. Whee! Watch out for the angry guys. My problem here is it says it could take up to 45 minutes for it to show up. And under pristine conditions, no less. I'm deliberately going with this one because I can nail 2 birds with 1 stone. I need a magnemite. Because I never finished it. Finished the other 2. Just didn't finish that one. And I need metal coat. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure Walrun was around here somewhere. As you did. Whoa! I don't know if I'm gonna need it, but I am going to collect it. Also happy the music decided to kick in. It was getting kind of quiet. No, not rain. Whoa, holy shit. Escape. Woohoo! Let me head back, because can't do it during a storm. Return. And I would go back and forth hoping that the sun comes back out. Let me go to bed and see if it spawns in. Well, goes away. We'll see. I realize that this character is very accurate to me in real life. I don't wear socks inside. I only wear socks when I'm wearing shoes. Ah. Yeah, the thunderstorm needs to fuck right the fuck off. I'd just be real appreciative, actually. Wormadabs, Zabras, Blissies. I do have one, right? Wormadams. Let me see. I don't know which Wormadam is the better. Well, for my case, it would probably be whichever one is strongest. Of which I think I got rid of all of the other ones, so I think I just have one. I just think I just kept the strongest. Wonder if the World Wide Web has a suggestion. Well, what a coincidence. I think I'm using the trash coat variety. Level 55 or higher. I think I'm gonna put the Turtwig back for now. Where, madame, you're coming with us. Let me reorganize my stuff now. And then I'll just move that one in later. Okay. I figure if I plan on using it for its attack power, I probably need some attacks, correct? All right. All right, we're gonna go with this because there's a possibility that we may come across some steel types. I don't, as far as I know, or at least as far as I've been able to look up, Magnemite is the only one. Whoa, shit. Magnemite and its evolutions are the only ones that drop steel attacks. I mean, not steel coats. There's little mushroom dude. Let's go ahead and avoid him. Hey, Roselia. Kind of looks like the other one's on the other side of the river. I don't think those drop it. Let me double check that. Metal coat. Yeah, only the magnets drop it as a pickup chance. Oh, wait. The one that I'm using isn't a trash coat. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the one we're using right now has a sand coat. So we're probably gonna have to fix that. Running through the Tux groups. Very unusual to see haunters out during the day. Yeah, I can't teleport while they're angry. Should be right in the middle. Alright, so we're gonna go look for a trash coat Wormadad. So yeah, I think after we're done with this area, looking at this stuff, I'm gonna look for the Wormadad. Ah, my legs! I meant to switch. I think the annoying thing is when the Pokemon ends up being one that was in the area already. I want to say, now that I think about it, I think this is the region for Wormadads, or that specific version. Huh. Doo-doo-doo. No, not yet. I have to use all of my speed. Whoa, shit. I was not expecting that. No, I didn't make it. Dang. Okay, so we gotta go to the coast. I'm surprised it's a trash coat one and not the sand coat. I think if that be the case, then I'm probably going to get rid of this one, since that's the one we're going to use. And there's actually no doubt in my mind that it's going to be the strongest one, so... To the Cobalt! Which is ironic, because that's where I was planning on going anyways. Oh. And there's a mass outbreak, too. So I can look for random Pokemon, and I can look for Wormadads once I'm done. We ride! Magby? Shellos? We're not sparing any movement speed. If we can get there fast, we will. It's a bunch of Psyducks. Is it in the water? That's a shit ton of Tentacool. Watch out! Some people think they own the entire ocean. Kind of hard to differentiate where people are, where Pokemon are hanging out in the ocean. Thinking this might be easier if I just teleport back over here. Go! I'm kind of surprised that Magnemite shows up here in time-space rifts and not on Mount Coronet. Kind of hard to see if a Pokemon's shiny out here. Pinion? Whoa! Have I caught a Growlithe yet? That would be on the coast. Did I not catch one? I don't think I have. Apparently it's not even registered, so we may have found ourselves a golden opportunity. Yeah, we're gonna have to get him out of the way first. How long have you been waiting there, ma'am? There are Pokemon to catch. I do not have time for nonsense. Be gone with you. Ah. Ah, shit. Fire the cannon! Again! Now, get. Are you talking about yourself there? Pretty sure you said that last time. Thanks for the free stuff. Okay, he didn't sing. Okay, we got one. Level 60, holy shit. Okay, we're off. There's a shit ton of onyxes. I'll be honest, I didn't even realize you could go up here. Ah, a bunch of birds. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to make it to the last ones. But I'm going to try. Watch out! No! Why is there a mark over here? Here at. Okay, so we did get one thing at least. Now, go looking for a trash coat. Actually, let's heal up first. So, we got a Growlithe for later. Most likely be in one of these trees, so that's what we're gonna. That was not what I was expecting. You know, we're gonna work on a different Pokemon for a while. I need to swap out Gliscor because he's pretty high level now. Let me go and break that. Probably just another Graveler, I imagine. Oh, nothing jumped out. I thought I saw it move. Yeah, let's avoid him. They've collected a lot of stuff. Better be careful, he will fight if he gets a chance. The reason I'm going around and hitting all of them is I feel like it has a better % chance of maybe one showing up if all of them are gone. We ain't found shit. Another Geodude. Hmm. Very slow going. You know, if you don't feel like fighting, this is actually a pretty good way to get your Pokemon level up. I think the only thing that would probably improve this system is if you had the ball that really flew far, the one that we used to catch the birds. A very big, very angry Combi. I have so much stuff. Oh, we got something. Let me take care of the bigger problem first. Oh shit. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure I had another Ultra Ball. Evolve. Now we're gonna have shiny gold Graveler. And then a shiny gold, because we got the kind of looks like it is brown. Okay, so we have a Pokemon that looks like it's a giant cookie made of cookie dough. I already finished the Pokedex entry for Graveler Golem and the like, so that's not a too unpleasing color. Kind of looks like he's made out of sand. I'm double check that. We're looking for an angry gentleman made of rocks. Yeah, we maxed it out. Yeah, because we're at Steelix right now. All right. Bring our boy back. And then burn me into... Oh. I wasn't paying attention to what it was. My mistake. Boy, howdy, what not a mix-up. But it does prove we're on the right path. Now we got some stuff to drop off. Got a Wormadad to release. Not Wormadad. The other one. Illuminating. Be free. Because I kind of consider them in their own separate class, I'm going to keep both of them. There's a Rapidash already. I think that would be the only shiny we don't have maxed out right now, so I think we're gonna wait on him. One second. Let me just see something right quick. Begone! Do not try to sell things here. I am not a farmer's market. Okay, now we can work on Turtwig. Or I guess I should say work with. Oh yeah, we also got to take a nap. Actually, we got a Pokemon up to level 80. Bastiodon is the lowest currently, so that's who we're gonna run with for a while. There's a gold duck. Pretty big one too, actually. Come on, Wormadad. Burmy. Nope. Second male I came across. Ow. Oh, there's no question of which one this one is. Don't use something too strong. Well, Dragon says it's not effective, so I'm just gonna blow it off the map. You know, that wasn't too bad. Shit. Oh, this one already has the move we're looking for, too. Shit. Something stronger. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, still raining. And unfortunately, the weather ain't quick to change. Sorry about it. Yeah, I already knew I had max research on it, so. Thunderstorms. I'm gonna look out for outbreaks instead while I wait for the thunderstorm to pass. Can't wait to come across another Geodude shiny. I somehow managed to catch 2 of them. That is the third Geodude group that I've seen. Well, technically that one wasn't an evolution, but still. No, look, Geo. Shinx. Hippopotamus. Oh, it's a lick kid. Bonita. Getting real good at finding my way around this map. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that one. Rhyhorns. I like he immediately turned around and started singing at the camera. Ah. The skull? No, just clots. Yes, Lee. We've almost saw all of them, actually. Quick, activate the bells. Being stared at by a graveler. Whoa! And it's Geodude again. Damn. Found everything, though. Just wasn't very much of it. Alright, what's the map look like? Yay, it's sunny. Let's go. Let's go hopefully get the freaking space-time rift. It's dark outside. Shit. You always been standing there? Oh, it was just a guy that talks about stuff. Okay. I don't know. Not having any luck having these stupid portals show up. I'm being foiled by portals. And now it's raining. I don't know. Do I want to just rest and hope the storm goes away? Let's use more of those. Oh, looks like a storm went away. I'll take it. I guess let's just continue what we were doing, just getting stuff, and hopefully this thing spawned then. Because what I was reading is it seems like even just going to fight Pokemon will reset the timer for it. So like you're just stuck here waiting. Which to me sounds frankly ridiculous, but I'm not surprised. When you want something, apparently they can't just be given to you. It has to be tedious to get it. That was almost too far. In case you're wondering, I'm trying to do this in order, which is why we're here. I don't have to backtrack. So I was kind of hoping I'd get the metal coat and Magnemite at the same time, because I haven't finished that Pokedex entry yet. I'm double check that actually. Or at the very least, I could have sworn it was in this region. Okay, I don't have information on both of them. The good news is, I think if I catch one, yeah, the first two evolutions don't spawn back here naturally, but Magnezone does. Hmm. Eh. It's a Parasect hanging out. Since I'm just kind of waiting, and I think that I've got enough items, I'm just going to walk around looking at Pokemon to see if any of them happen to be shiny. Or if any of them just happen to catch my attention. Shiny Vulpix would be kind of cool. I don't think that spawned up here. This is the first time I've seen one. Yeah, that really does look like a hand. It's like the land is reaching out for the two horns. Oh yeah, this is where our canine's buried. Very angry Ninetales. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Yeah, I really don't want to have to come back. I was kind of hoping I could just do it all at once. I'm gonna go over here and see what I can find. Oh, nice, Ultra Ball. An extremely angry ass Empoleon. And angry ass Wolverine. Oh, music's kicking in. Where's that been? We ain't found shit. Unfortunately. Huh. It's floating. I think there's supposed to be a tree here. Either that or it's just growing on nothing. I haven't collected one of those in a while. I teleport back. Alright, so I will be right back. We'll go ahead and continue trying to get the space-time rift open. Don't go nowhere, I shall return and keep trying to get this to work. Bye-bye. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Let us see what we have here. And so again, waiting for the storm. I mean, waiting for the portal. I don't know how long I want to give it, though. Something I really probably should have done when I was not streaming. Holy crap, that is a powerful looking Eevee. Why are the Motham so angry? By the way, all depending, I might end up trying to complete 3 Lego sets tomorrow. Figured I'd let you guys know that now, since I'm just kind of running around looking for stuff. All of them from 3... Holy shit, that is a big, beautiful eye. All of them from 3 different IPs. I am excited. Come on, portal. I feel like the portals sort of appear less when you want them to. Maybe it's just a byproduct of having to wait for them. So I feel like they showed up all the time when I wasn't paying. You know what I find BS? The fact that you can throw your Pokeball while riding the fish, but can't throw it while riding the reindeer. Seems strange to me. Temporarily forgot what button to push. I decided to go treasure hunting. Mmm, delicious. I can't throw it onto the deck. Oh. Salt cake. That doesn't sound appetizing at all. Oh, it's still sunny. So when it comes to finding Magnemite or the like, we catch one, we eliminate the others. Or at least beat them. It's all like, this is the wrong time for you, good sir. It started raining for a second. I was all like, there is no way. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce your name, my good sir. Sub? I'm gonna call you Sub, because I'm not sure what else to call you. How are you this afternoon? Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. You're currently trying to get a subspace rupture to open. Not the easiest thing to do, I assure you. Ah, thank you very much for following. Much appreciated. But yeah, like I said, we're waiting for a rupture to open. Rift. Because we are trying to get a Magnemite, if we can. I have a Magnezone. I've caught in Magnemite before. I didn't complete the Pokedex first. And at the same time, I'm hoping we can get a metal coat. No. Yeah, metal item that I can't remember the name of at the moment. So I can evolve Steelix, or Onyx. Yeah, in case you're wondering, that's what we're doing. I need to check the decks. I got to thinking about it. It's all like, I thought I remember encounter. Huh. Okay, so if push comes to shove, we can always go just catch one, apparently. That doesn't solve the Magnemite problem, but I figure if I'm gonna give this till the top of the hour. Or until the weather changes. And if I don't get it, then we're just gonna go catch Steelix. And then we'll deal with Magnemite later, because we're not even on that part of the Pokedex right now. We're still in Crimson Mirelands. So if it don't work out, then we just go catch that and deal with Magnemite later. But again, I point out the fact that I think it's ironic that there are not Magnemites or Magnetons in this Poke world, but there are Magnezones in this world for whatever reason. How this is possible escapes my ability to understand. My favorite Pokemon is not in this game. My favorite Pokemon is Staryu and Starmie. Since one evolves from the other, I figure it's all like, it's kind of the same thing, so. I like its speed. I like its ability to learn not only water and ice moves, but also lightning moves and psychic moves. So it kind of does, it's kind of a Swiss Army knife when you think about it. And it just looks cool. Based on a kind of not annoying, kind of a bad species in real life almost. Kind of. Science time! Random factoid, Starmie is based on the crown of thorn starfish, which is currently eating the Great Barrier Reef alive. Unfortunately. Kind of a cool Pokemon in real life. Kind of a not a cool thing in real life. I also wasn't entirely sure what I would see a Mega Evolution Starmie look like until I saw the Pokemon official image, and for whatever reason, I'm all like, yeah, that works. It just looks like it gave him longer legs. He is approaching your location. Yeah. What about yours? What's your favorite? Also, that's a good choice too. I would also say that I like just about every fossil Pokemon out there. As I would say, the only ones that I'm not particularly fond of are the ones from Sword and Shield. I love the idea behind them. I just don't like them. More science time! So, the fossil Pokemon from Sword and Shield are actually based on in the 1800s when a paleontologist not particularly. Fighting her again. But, based in the 1800s when a paleontologist's academic career was based on how many animals they described and papers they wrote, they just start throwing random bones into one animal and say that it's a new one. A pretty good example of this is, for the longest time, there was a Apatosaurus skeleton in the New York Museum that had a skull of something much more akin to a Brachiosaurus. Anybody who's ever called a long-necked animal a Brontosaurus probably would have called that a brontosaurus. Nah, they just, one was found first, one was found next, and then one person's all like, this is what it's called. No, it's not. Like I said, love the premise, not exactly a fan of the look. Maybe this is how I get more money. Just beat the crap out of these guys. Did you just always spawn here? 4 nugget! Ah, there's Scorpion! That was one thing about Scarlet and Violet that I was a little bit bummed out about, is the fact that they didn't have fossils. Yeah. But yeah, at least for the past one, they didn't have any, like, Fossilmon show up. Very unfortunate, but something that I always thought would be kind of a cool idea would be to see what the fossil Pokemon would have been like with their original typings. Like, obviously, the ones that are around in the current Pokemon games are part rock because they were reanimated. But I imagine they'd probably have entirely different typings if they weren't. Ah! Flee! Favorite Pokemon game or just favorite game in general? Whee! You ask a interesting question. Because I have a few answers depending on how you ask. If you go for my favorite Pokemon game, that would be the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire. Because I felt like that was the appropriate amount of new with the appropriate amount of old. Plus, DLC was pretty fun. We're going for other games. Halo 2, pretty far up there. Crazy story, like that one. And I actually really enjoyed Jurassic World Evolution. Even though at times kind of annoying. How about yourself? What are your favorite games? Both Pokemon and otherwise. Where are they? The rift is not showing up. Ah, good choices. I think for me, ultimately, the reason that I didn't say, like, original Pokemon games is I remember at times they were kind of tedious. Yeah, it's always fun. Having it save whenever you go to a new spot in this game is actually kind of nice. Like when they added it later. Although one thing I will say though, saves are being able to save it yourself sometimes not all that cracked up to be. So I was playing Fallout New Vegas. Probably many years ago by this point. And I go into a building. I want to say it was a lodge that was full of super mutants that weren't angry at you. And something happened. I'm not sure what, but I went to leave, and every time I went to leave, it just crashed the game. So there I was, just stuck inside this building because you can't teleport away from the building unless you're outside. And you couldn't go outside because the game froze. And I want to say that was one of my first... It wasn't the first time I played that game. I think it was like the second time. I was just going for a different ending. And, like, for whatever reason, that was one of the first places that I went. So it wouldn't have made... I hadn't saved that much. So I would have basically been starting over if I... like, reverted to the last save. So I was all like, you know what? I'm just gonna restart. It's raining. Ah. Okay, we're just gonna go after Steelix, and then we'll find the other... We'll find Magnemite later. You know, when we're done with this, we're gonna go back there. There's a storm here. Surprise! Okay, Celestial Trail. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Oh, wrong button. We fly! What are your thoughts on the information we've seen on the new Pokemon game? I do have my own personal thought, but I figured I'd wait for a second. It might be a personal pet peeve of mine, and I know they can't do it all the time, but since it had such a different look to all of the other Pokemon games, I'd kind of wish that most of the Pokemon had been new. Obviously, doing that saves money, but because then you don't have to redesign anything. Or if they wanted to have Pokemon that they already had, maybe make all of the all of the Pokemon for it a regional variant of some kind, even if the tweak is just small. There's Nosepez. My, oh my, you have such an impressive snarls. Can't tell, is the Celestial Trail below us or above us? I'm gonna guess below, actually. Mega Eevee. Speaking of Eevee, I'm hoping for more EVs. Eevee evolutions. Mainly because I think it'd be kind of cool if they had a Eevee evolution that was just a normal type. I'm not sure what that would look like, but ghost type would be kind of cool. I know, so from what I've heard, one of the reasons that they haven't made any Eevee evolutions here recently is a lot of the ideas that they had for them, people been making fan art of them, and they don't want to be accused of copyright infringement. That is the rumor I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not. Stop that. Like, one of the ones that I saw that I thought was kind of a cool idea was, it was ghost type, but it looked like a Pharaoh's cat or something. Don't look at me. Try and pave the way over to Steelix so we can get him. And a lot of what you see on stream, actually. Lots of gaming, lots of hanging out. Macarena. Sometimes eating. How about you? We haven't been spotted yet. Go! We caught him unawares. Pretty cool. Oh, no. I think that was very strong. Yeah, I went with a light attack. Oh, well. Oh, we're gonna have to leave the area to get it to spawn in again. Okay, beating the shit out of Celix didn't work. Okay, so we need to try our best to make sure we don't take it out next time. Either that or if the... Still raining. I think it might be easier to head from the top down. Glitch. I don't know. I don't tend to run into too many glitches, actually. I mean, there was one time a game I was playing here recently that I phased to the ground, but it is a beta, so I wasn't expecting much. How about yourself? Yeah, we're gonna try this again. Unfortunately, I have to deal with both of them. Not necessarily a glitch per se, but I do have the distinguished honor amongst my friends of being the only guy that got struck by lightning in Minecraft twice. Dang it. Nothing wrong with that. Heal up a little. I really don't want to fight both of them at once. Let me take care of him first. For whatever reason, when I was growing up, I always thought Onyx was a lot stronger than it ended up being. It certainly seems like it should be strong. It is a giant snake made of rock, but... Try not to take it out with one shot. Oh, that was perfect. Get that mon. Well, one of the fan theories that I'd been hearing here recently actually has it stated that that Ditto might be a failed experiment trying to recreate Mew. I guess they're the same weight. Their shinies are the same color, and their okay, what was it again? The shiny variant was the same color, the base one's the same color, and they're the same weight. And I think they're the only ones that know transform naturally. So it's very possible that it might be. Goodbye, Onyx. Okay, back to the Mirelons. Not exactly. I do happen to reside with some animals, but they're not mine. They're especially not mine when they decide to throw up on the floor. All right. Steelix. Stealth Brock, Iron Tail, strong moves. And it happens to have both of them. That's a lot of animals. I forget if it was strong moves or weak moves that I needed to use. Yes, strong moves. Ironically enough, apparently cats in the wild don't do that. Something specifically to talk to humans with. Yeah, we've completed Steelix's Pokedex. Also, it stopped raining. Turtwig. Muckcrow. Which is technically going to be Haunchcrow. I don't exactly have a favorite song. I just have bands that I like. Do I want to evolve this? Haunchcrow is what we need. But I think we'll hold off on him for now. Let's go ahead and work on Turtwig. Leaf Edge. Giving it food. Now, I see a possibility of making this easier on myself. Because if I remember correctly, they spawn over here. Let us go feed it delectable treats. Didn't switch fast enough. Made both of them perk up. What the heck is that? Fight it! The Ghastly was interrupting my food giving. More or less any of them that require any specialty thing that isn't like an evolution item. Trading. Although this one's not too bad about it because it gives you a link cable instead. Friendship. Although I will be honest with you, there is one that I thought was kind of clever, and that was Malamar, which requires you to flip your Pokedex, your Nintendo DS upside down to evolve it, which I thought was clever. That Turtwig was dancing while he was making his way over to it. He's like, ooh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got us up to 5. Okay, Leaf Edge. Yeah, we're at 5. Okay, next question. Does Turtwig have Leaf Edge? Yes. How about you? What Pokemon evolution is the most annoying to you? Or Pokemon getting is the most annoying? Oh, the one fish that I can't remember at the moment. The other ones haven't been too difficult of the one evolutions. I haven't gotten to him yet. I think I have one. $300 in recoil. Is there even a move that does that much in the recoil, or just grand total? My only guess would be it'd have to be grand total, because I can't think of any move that does that much. 10 attempts. Duly noted. It's an angry Psyduck. So here's a question. Who is the most overpowered starter, and why is it Torterra when it finally evolves? And the reason I say that is because when it evolves, it's strong against both of the other two Pokemon. Mudkip's is part. Well, Mudkip's becomes weak, still weak to the plant. Because when Torterra goes up against the ones that it's supposed to be weak to, its part ground makes it to where the fire damage is normal. I think, if I remember correctly. I know that it's not weak to it, at least. Weaker to ice, but does Empoleon learn an ice move naturally? I know most Pokemon can learn an ice move. I guess if there is one that does learn it, it would probably be that one, considering it's a penguin. But if I remember correctly, I thought most of the other moves it learns was steel. Well, yeah. Now you've got me curious about it. Leaf Blade and Bite. One sec, I'm gonna look it up. Alright, so it learns one ice move naturally. And the move in question is not a damaging move, it's Mist. Can it learn one by breeding? It does not learn any ice moves by breeding. The only way you can teach it, the only way for it to know an ice move is by TM. Yeah, so if it's from a natural state, then Torterra is the strongest. Quite a vicious little boogerini. You didn't see nothing. Venus flytrap looking ass. On this character? Or? I will say not many, because if I remember correctly, I'm only keeping the final evolution, not the other evolutions. Like, the only duplicates I have are shinies, I think. Boost it to 4. And let's go back to okay. Pokedex, on the other hand, I am about I think a little over halfway on the Crimson Mirelands, I have completed Obsidian Fields. So, oh, never mind. I am almost done with Mirelands. I just got Torterra's line and Honchcrow's. Which, depending, might mean that I might finish the Mirelands today. All depends. It is, if I remember correctly, the crow requires a dusk stone, I think. Nice. But yeah, at the moment I'm only keeping, yep, that's it. I'm only keeping the final evolution of each Pokemon, so. Unless it's a special case, in which case I'll be keeping more than one. But for most of them, it's just. And now we have Honchcrow. Most illuminating. We're at 6 for them. Yep, so we are going to finish this today, this region. What do we consider a region? Technically, the whole place is a region, but we're also, like, this ecosystem, I guess. Doesn't have Leaf Blade. I'll just leave Edge. Favorite region? That is a good question. Oh, ran away. Unfortunately, I can't feed this one because he's mine, so I can't feed him. I think Johto's kind of cool. How about yourself? Although I will say that I would like a region that was more desert than anything else. I can't, that was nice. But yeah, most of them are all forest. I want one that's not forest. Oh, why is the Psyduck mag? So I certainly could understand why they wouldn't have a desert region, but it's 225. The problem is I don't know Because I don't think they spawn anywhere. Oh, wait. They do spawn somewhere. Some of them have deserts, but I'm like more along the lines of the area's primarily desert. Be like Pokémon Sahara Edition or something like that. Because it would make for an interesting terrain feature, because in some deserts you'll have like a forest desert, which will be like sand dunes, then you'll have the forest in between, and then another sand dune or something. We've spent so long in this area, apparently a rupture has shown up. Okay, so we're either gonna have to fight till we get to 25, which still wouldn't even be enough, or we have to go find one. I think finding one would be the easiest option. Okay, the rupture is down south. It's not the rupture we're looking for, but it will work. Because we do still need more money so we can get that, the fridge. Scariest mon to have in real life. Contrary to popular belief, I actually think a ghost Pokemon wouldn't be the worst. We're gonna come back to this. I see 2 Turtwigs. I couldn't imagine that would be in there. I think something legendary would probably be the worst. There's a bear. So, bit off topic, but I actually think... So, there was a Pokemon episode where they meet the guy that made the Pokedex entries. And he makes mention of the fact that he's never seen a Pokemon in real life. I think most of the dex entries are fake. Sort of like, have you ever heard the rumor that went around about the Candiru? So, this is going to get slightly disturbing. Viewer discretion advised. So, in South America, there were rumors of a small catfish that was about 2 centimeters long, about maybe half a centimeter, no, not half, like slightly thinner diameter than a pencil, that had barbed fins, and rumor had it that it was attracted to urea, which in its native habitat was excreted from a fish's gills. And the way it got food was it would swim into the fish's gills and scrape along them to get blood from it. And then rumor had it that you could get such a chemical from, how do I word this? A very specific part of a human. Specifically when they went to relieve themselves. Now, upon further research, they have discovered that the Candiru is not attracted to urea. And it is believed that people that went to South America on expeditions and stuff were just saying this for publicity's sake, to be all like, look at how much danger I was in. I could have been attacked by something at any moment, yada yada. So I think the Pokedex entry is the same. I think the person just tried to make the Dex entry sound as interesting as possible and never actually saw Pokemon in his life. I do have something else that I think kind of confirms that. In Pokemon Sun and Moon, I don't know if you've played that one or not. I know not everybody has. There was a Pokemon, I can't remember its name at the moment because its name escapes me. It's the aquatic tarantula, the one with a bubble on its head. Based on a swimming spider, I think. Well, regardless, just imagine if you don't know what it is, just imagine a spider with... It's not an ant, it's a spider. And it has a bubble on its head, it's half bug, half water, and it swims. If you read the Pokedex entry from one game, it says that because there's 2 games always, one Dex entry says that it uses its bubble to save Pokemon that are drowning. If you read the other Dex entry, it says that it doesn't it actually drowns the Pokemon, so it can feed on it. So either one of these dex entries is lying, or both of them are lying, and the person that wrote the dex didn't know anything about the Pokemon. I think that's how I read the room. It's just a thought of why would the dex entry contradict itself? I'm not seeing any more items. I think we about cleared this one out. So the spiders in Pokemon's universe are kind of weird, because I've noticed that all of them have 3 legs instead of 8. I mean, 6 legs instead of 8. And I think they went with the 3 legs because I think less people are afraid of bugs as they are to spiders. At least I think. Oh, shit. But yeah, if I remember... Yeah, spiders aren't bad. I just know some people are afraid of them. I'm gonna assume that that Pokemon spawning in here is a rarity. Unfortunately, we're up a creek a little bit. This one doesn't know Leaf Blade yet. When does it learn it? Squirtle. Squirtle the Turtle. Alright, I see. When I was growing up, it was Vaporeon, but now it's Jolteon. Don't know why. And no, it's not because of the memes. I think it's funny, but I think people use it too much. Also, now it's raining. Okay, Despair. I am not here. You do not see me. I am a figment of your imagination. Okay. What I've heard is if I leave, go take a nap, it should spawn in. Umbreon's nice. Now, you'd mentioned earlier you'd really like to see a ghost Eevee. Kind of thinking that I would like to see I think a ground Eevee would be kind of cool. I'm just imagining it's like a Finnick Fox almost. Big ears. Big ears and maybe with the ability to dig in sand. Well, that could be a cute idea now that I think about it. Maybe its moves could be like throwing sand at people. Quick, beat his ass. How do you, if you had the thought, how do you think a rock Eevee would look like? I have my own idea. Because I was thinking maybe it looks like a normal fox. And then it could just cover itself in rock armor. Unfortunately, it still didn't spawn in. True, but then you might have to worry about the problem of it being confused for Lycanroc, though. Although that could be a cool look. Could be an interesting, like, tie-in evolution. It's all like, it looks like a fox normally, but then it covers itself in rocks and look like Lycanroc just a little bit. Give it a kind of a origin story like it's, kind of like a coral snake versus a king snake or something like that. One looks like the other to trick other things to think it's poisonous. This time nothing spawned in. Dang. I think I'm gonna release the ones that I have. Release. Oh yeah, we also gotta take a nap. We'll try resting till morning and see if that changes. Once we get that, we're pretty much done with this region. Honchcrow won't take very long, I don't think, because I think all of its is going to be attack moves and stuff. Still not here. We're going to try something different. We're going to head back to base and then head back out. Because I feel like resting might make the thing spawn in again. I think this forces them to spawn in again. At least I think. Yes, sir, and bam, handbag out. Not entirely sure. Be an interesting one. I'm not immune to it yet. He decided he wanted to fight. Oh, he might give me a run for my money. But not quite. Okay, we ain't got shit. not sure. I don't think I've ever collected that many, so... You know, I feel like at this point in time, Turtwig's final evolution could have very easily have been a Stegosaurus, and I think I would have been completely okay with it. Because he kind of has the look of one. Just missing the spikes on the tail. But he ends up looking like an Ankylosaur, which is also cool. I think it's about time we go hunt a giant. Where is... I didn't have the Pokedex for, I guess I haven't finished that as of yet. Where's Porygons? Because I'm sure I haven't completed that one yet. Okay, I've completed Porygon, but I've not completed its evolutions. I don't see it here, which is interesting, because this is where you catch it. We're going after a boss. Saddle up. Okay, let me take care of this guy. I hurt myself. That duck ain't got time for you. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I don't think I quite have the time to get all of them finished by the end of stream, I think I'm going to catch Torterra and then call it. I am not here. You do not see me. Ow! I haven't played it, actually. Honestly, just based on the information that I know, the only thing that I would have changed it is I think they should have made it another game based on prehistoric events, or historic events, rather than current ones. I am not here. You do not see me. I am a figment of your imagination, even. Sure, why not? Holy shit, that was an explosion. He's not weak to it, so maybe he will be resistant. Get it! Yeah, we got it. Torterra. Next up, let me talk to this guy. We're gonna release Grovier, or whatever his name was, I forgot. This guy. And Torterra. They always land on their feet. I'm not sure. Why do you ask? I mean, I'm not sure. What is it? Okay. Clever. Okay, Woodhammer, Headlong Rush, and Strong Moves. He's got both of them. She's got both of them. Huh. I caught a bit of a rarity, because if I remember correctly, you have a higher % chance of catching a male starter, not a female one. Huh. Now, I don't think it would take very long. Probably shouldn't. Yeah, I got some stuff that I gotta go do. So, I think I'm probably going to call it there for today. Let me see who is on right now. Da, 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 da. Uh, okay, I'm gonna attempt to raid, and if not, then I have another idea. Ah, okay, we are going to raid into Corey. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Try and stop back by tomorrow, and I'll be building some Legos. I hope to see you all there. I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday. I will catch you all later. Take care, have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.